Well, hey guys, Silly Tuck here, and we need to have a talk, you and me. Yeah, you and me. We need to talk for a minute about this whole ECW is dead gimmick, alright? Because what the fuck is this right here? Huh? Do you people have no faith in me? Have zero faith whatsoever in my ability to provide? I'm disappointed. Disappointed that you would doubt me. When I said that I wanted this series to go decades, well, probably like 1 decade, maybe 2, alright, if we're lucky. Did you think I wasn't gonna do it? Did ya? Doesn't matter what series I'm doing with 370, doesn't matter what series I'm doing with anybody else. This is my series. This is my thing, okay? Thank you. Need to address that. Love you all. Glad we could make up. So yeah, welcome to ECW. Welcome back, I guess. It has been a little bit of a break, I won't lie. I think maybe about a week, because I was busy doing the stuff with 370 for the past little bit. We've got tons of that recorded already. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. This is September now, 98. I'm just gonna fucking spoil my shit for you guys. I don't know when they'll be coming in, but we have the Suicide Blondes, Sexton Hardcastle, and Christian Cage. So yeah, they're ready to come in whenever. Kind of help spark that tag division. They were the person I was hinting at ages ago. We made good money last month. I forgot about that. Without further ado, though, we are, of course, in the Hammerstein Ballroom. Where else would we be? Let's run the show. We're going to kick off with the new era. It's an 83B+, Jesus Christ. Rob Van Dam and Steve Regal make their way to the ring, and they're cutting a promo on the fact that they are in a tag team match up next. You know, Van Dam says, so we've been booked in a tag match, Steve. I might have called him Will. It's going to be fucking hard now because I'm doing the fucking WF save and this save, so it'll be like Steve and Will going back and forth. Van Dam says, so Steve, we've been booked in a tag match right now. And Regal's like, oh great, I get to wrestle in front of these people. These people. Yes, I'm snobby. Yes. Van Dam says, doesn't matter though, Steve. You wanna know why? You wanna know why? Because we're gonna win. And then you know what's gonna happen 2 weeks from tonight? At, Fuck. Not Anarchy Rules. House Party? Yeah, it's House Party? House Party. House Party? We're gonna win again. And we're going to usher in the new era in ECW because Rob Van Dam is Mr. Friday Night. The whole fucking show. And Steve Regal? What are you, Steve? And Steve takes the mic from Rob. And Steve says, someone of a higher class than these people. You know, just generic heel heat gimmick from Regal. You know, he's above everyone. He wants to bring pro wrestling into ECW. It's fun to get back to these gimmicks. Moving forward, we have that tag team match, a 71C+, very, very, very fucking good. Rob Van Dam and Regal are like my fucking squad. The New Era defeated the Gangstas in 10:09 when Steven Regal defeated John Cronus by pinfall with a page turner. That's what I've decided to call the New Era's tag finish. It's literally, it's actually something that I've thought of. It's like, okay, so Regal gets him for like a Regal Plex, right? He tosses him over top of him, and like, kind of like, okay, Regal Plex, right? He throws him over top of him, and Van Dam does like a code breaker, kind of, but like to the gut. Like he like, okay, so Van Dam flips him over for like Regal Plex, and then Van Dam, or Regal flips him over for Regal Plex, excuse me, not Van Dam. And then Van Dam slides in, kind of like, grabs the legs and, like, drops his knee, or, like, sticks his knees up, and they land onto his knees, but, like, he jumps too, so, like, I think I explained that kind of well. I think that's a really cool finish idea. It's kind of the type of thing that I would want to see, because I think that's really fucking cool of an idea. But anyways, the New Era is victorious over the Gangstanators. It's a hard-fought battle, actually. The Gangstanators bring it, shockingly, to the New Era. Maybe just because the New Era is not totally prepared for the Gangstanators brawl, you know, rough and tough ECW style, you know? Sometimes guys are gonna have problems with that. Sometimes when you get in the ring with true crazy motherfuckers like New Jack, you know what I mean? You're gonna struggle, no matter how good you are. Just because New Jack can put you off your game like that. He's got so many different tools. Psychologically wise, you know what I mean? Like, he's not that great of a wrestler, but he's fucking crazy. So, yeah, that can definitely be a thing. New Jack fucking improved too, so that's always good. But post-match, 57 C-, fight fire with fire. Steve Regal and Rob Van Dam are celebrating the ring. You know, oh, we're the New Era, bro. We're the best. Woo! Let's go. We're gonna beat Dreamer and Sandman. And then Dreamer and Sandman just hit the fucking ring and beat them down. Like, just Pearl Harbor, brother. You know, Van Dam's got his... No, not Van Dam. God damn it, Tuck. Sandman's got his fucking cane. He smashes Regal over the back with it. Dreamer has a chair, and he wallops Van Dam in the skull with it, and they lay the boots to him, all while Woman barks orders, and Beulah is there and looks attractive. So all the dudes are like, hey, titties. You know what I mean? Because that's how we work here in ECW, apparently, because I have to get over the misogyny wall here first in this company. We're starting to get there, I think, with Woman. I think she's the first female character to speak in the series, so, you know. Moving forward. Mikey Whipwreck cuts a promo, and he says, well, if you didn't know, I've accepted Shane Douglas's challenge for the main event tonight, and it's the first time I've been main eventing hardcore TV in a little while, you know. It feels good. It feels good to be back in the spotlight. I wanted to address something that Shane talked about, though, a couple weeks ago when I first came out there and confronted him. Shane talked about how this new era of Van Dam and Regal, we just saw them get their asses handed to them. Thanks, Tommy. Thanks, Sandman. He talked about how the new era would spare him, you know, keep him around because he was ECW, you know what I mean? He brought a different era, an air of sorts to this company, you know what I mean? With his promo ability, his in-ring ability, and nobody's doubting that, Shane Douglas. You are, by all means, the franchise, and I'll give you that. But you're wrong. With this new era sweeping through, if they are victorious, and they win the world title, and they get their title shot, if they get their title shot, Jesus Christ, Tommy, Sandman, please. None of us are going to be safe. None of us are going to be safe. Our jobs won't be safe. Our families won't be safe. We are fighting for our ass every single night if they win that title. And Douglas, you'd be no different. Because you talk about how you're the franchise of this company. Think about that for a minute. You're the franchise of this company. A company that they want to change from the ground up. Who would be the first to go? You. So don't go around acting like you're above me because you think you're safe. You're not safe. None of us are safe. Douglas, if you're smart, when the time comes, if the time comes, you join the fight against them. But tonight, you've got a whole different problem. We move into Little Guido. Jesus Christ, this match was bad. It's about 3 minutes, 48 seconds long. Little Guido defeats Blue Meanie by submission with Sicilian Crab. Tommy Rich did some good work ringside. Just getting Guido over some more, testing him out. Blue Meanie improves a little bit. That's always good to see. But moving forward, Guido once again to taunt Taz. He says, Taz, you son of a bitch. This will be 3 weeks now that I've come out here and I've said your name and you haven't responded. Let's be honest, Taz, it's no longer just past the fact that you're scared of me, you don't want to get in the ring with me, you're ducking me, you don't want me to take your title and expose you for the phony that you are, because you know that I am everything that you aren't. I'm a leader. I'm a hero to a nation. I am Italia at its finest. I am a full-blooded, pure-blooded Italian. Greatness is in these genes. Taz, no, and Taz, like, comes out from the crowd, just fucking tosses him. You know what I mean? Just fucking Germans him, I guess. Just fucking tosses him across the ring. And Guido's, like, just fucking out. You know what I mean? Like, he fucking crumples. Taz has just fucking rolled into the ring after 2 weeks or so of not responding and said a statement louder than anything that Guido's ever said. Taz is an animal, and Guido has poked the bear, and he is now fighting an even harder and stronger fight than he was before. And now we're going to move on. We get a 51D plus as Douglas is backstage before his main event match. He's talking to Landstorm Candido, and he says, how the fuck do you go down 2-0 to 2 nobodies? How does that happen? Lance, you want to give me an answer? Chris, and Candido says, well, you know, their offense is kind of unorthodox. You know, they're kind of really fast and stuff. Douglas says, they're really fast? Chris, I thought I taught you better than this. I thought we had discussed better than this, okay? Because we learn from each other, okay? Right? We learn from each other, so learn from me right now. Their quick offense is hampering you. Cripple them. Take away their legs. You take away their flight, their speed. Because you two are the better wrestlers, okay? Slow the match down to your pace. Don't try to run with them. If you run with them, you will lose. You've done it before. You've done it twice now. And look where you are. Now I've got to go get ready to teach little Pipsqueak a lesson. You two think about that, and then you teach your Pipsqueaks a lesson next week. So yeah, that's right, everyone. Next week, we're getting the continuation of the Best of 5 series. I believe, yeah, it's the third match. If the Hardy Boys win, they will have swept the Stormtroopers 3-0, 3-zip, 3-0, and they will become #1 contender for the Tag Team Championships and face the Dudley Boys. I was about to say the Bubba Boys. What the hell's the Bubba Boys? The Dudley Boys at a future event. And now we're getting ready to go to our main event, but oh man, what the fuck? Backstage, camera quickly cuts, and it's Jerry Lynn. He's getting just his ass fucking beaten by Mike Awesome and Just Incredible. Awesome, Incredible, you know, are chanting like, oh, you know, or they're yelling at him, oh, you know what we're here for, Jerry. And like Awesome like fucking tosses him into a wall, and like he bounces off the wall, Lynn does, and he turns around to a Incredible super kick. And then he turns around again into an awesome big boot. They stomp on him a bit, you know, and they keep yelling at him, you know, Jerry, you know why we're doing this. You know what we want, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know why we're, like, making your life a living hell. You're never going to be able to sleep as long as you haven't given us what we want. And so Jerry Lynn, not having a good time. No, he's made some enemies. Or maybe I guess he's made some enemies, yeah. And that enemy has made friends. He's made an enemy, and that enemy has made friends. So, but without further ado, Jerry Lynn's life is a bit of a living hell. But it's time for our main event of the evening. It is a 66C+, pretty damn good, if you ask me. In a decent match, Shane Douglas defeats Mikey Whipwreck in 17:38 by pinfall with a belly-to-belly suplex. It's the age-old story with Douglas. It's a fast opponent versus his bigger, brawling style. And an interesting note, he does exactly what he just told the Stormtroopers to do. He cripples Whipwreck. You know, he gets a chair and he works away on the leg. You know what I mean? Stabs the front of the chair into that leg over and over and over again. And Mikey can barely walk by the end, let alone, like, run or try some kind of offense. So it's pretty easy for Douglas to hit that belly-to-belly. But Whipwreck, even on, like, one or no legs, survives for a remarkably long time. The man shows a ridiculous amount of fight, a ridiculous amount of heart. And just survives for as long as possible, but eventually the franchise gets his way and picks up the victory. And so, Hardcore TV this week ends with a triumphant Shane Douglas. Show overall gets a 69 C+, very, very, very good, up in 7 regions. There's Mark Mero. We're getting really close, I think, to being able to do, like, really good numbers, I think, on, like, shows, if that makes sense, what I just said. The hell am I trying to say? We're getting close to where, like, an expansion next year is very, very, very possible. You know what I mean? Like, we could go different places. Here's some WF feuds. Kane's feuding with Steve Austin, because why not, I guess. Hardcore TV. Yep, we did good there. HWA Monsters of Wrestling. Fuck you. You're the people who injured Sabu. I fucking hate you. Die. Carlos Colon storyline. He's feuding with Fidel Sierra. Overall, though, not much else there. So yeah, we have the Suicide Blondes coming in. They don't have a tag finish. Might call it like the Suicide Pact or something like that. The Suicide Pact? What do you think about that? Leave anything, you know, anything you could think of down below for the team of the Canadian Rage, Christian Cage, and fucking Sexton Hardcastle. I'm going to keep him Sexton Hardcastle because, like, it's not... I don't know why you would call him Edge in this company. He's fucking Sexton. His name's Sexton Hardcastle. Like, Jesus Christ, man. EC dub. Overall, though, you can a little bit of an update on Sabu. He's about 5 months out now. Not good stuff, to be honest, but that's okay. Are we making money? Looks like we made a bit of money from that show. Not as much as I would have liked to, but like I said, most of our money right now is coming in through the sponsorships and the merchandise. So we get a lot of our money off screen. If you want to see what happens in between the 6 days between Hardcore TVs, you can follow my Twitter. It's at the top of my channel and a little, what do you call it? Banner? I think so. Yeah, I think that's what you call it. But, yeah, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are ecstatic that this series isn't dead, you jackasses. But as always, I thank you all so much for everything. We're almost at 1,000 subs, which fucking blows my mind. This is Silly Tuck, signing out.